Now a retelling of the Plunderer anime. Subscribe to the channel. It is very important for the development of the channel. Contemplating his departure, Licht found himself at a crossroads but was swayed by an unexpected plea from Hina. She spoke in her sleep, unknowingly asking him to stay, and that small act was enough to keep him rooted. Shortly thereafter, Lin managed to catch up with Licht, expressing her gratitude for his earlier act of heroism in saving her life. However, her gratitude swiftly transformed into an attempt to arrest him. With Lin and Hina meeting for the first time, they exchanged stories about how they knew Licht, both growing increasingly upset with him. Nana, always the master of orchestrating peculiar events, arranged a cooking competition between Lin and Hina to attract customers, with the grand prize being none other than Licht himself. Lin embarked on a shopping spree for vegetables, while Hina showcased her exceptional skill in hunting and trapping wild beasts, demonstrating her ability to confront and conquer even the most dangerous creatures. In a culinary showdown, Lin concocted a delightful vegetable stew, while Hina's meat stew exuded a distinctly ominous aura. Licht savored both dishes, but it became evident to everyone that Hina's offering was the superior one. The crowd clamored for Licht to declare a winner, placing him in a precarious situation. However, before he could make a decision, Murdoch arrived and berated Lin for her apparent distraction. Licht seized the opportunity to evade the impending responsibility by threatening to run away, strategically shifting the blame onto Murdoch rather than Pelmo Poporo and Lin. A brief altercation between Licht and Murdoch ensued, but Nana intervened, chastising them for their childish behavior and the damage they had inflicted upon the town square. Surprisingly, even Murdoch was subdued by her forceful personality, complying with her commands and even joining in the festivities. The following morning, Murdoch, Lin and Pelmo awoke with hangovers, realizing that Nana, Licht and Hina had managed to slip away during the night. As they embarked on a pursuit, they stumbled upon an injured soldier from another town, bearing grim tidings of complete destruction that had befallen their community. Murdoch's grim exploration yielded no survivors within the decimated town. The serene lake that once graced the town had vanished, replaced by a colossal abyss. An injured soldier emerged, bearing a chilling account of a fire-breathing demon's emergence from the abyss. Murdoch, resolute in his convictions, asserted that this could only be the work of a ballot holder wielding fire-based abilities. In the company of the injured soldier, Lin and Pele embarked on a journey to the neighboring town for medical treatment. It was there that they unexpectedly crossed paths with Licht, Hina and Nana. Murdoch confronted Licht, firmly convinced that he held vital information. Nana, in a fit of anger, prohibited them from engaging in a physical brawl, prompting an alternative contest of a different nature, a drinking contest. As the drinks flowed, the atmosphere grew increasingly inebriated. Murdoch, fueled by intoxication, accused Licht of being the elusive legendary ace and demanded an explanation for the military's relentless pursuit. Licht, in a bid to exacerbate Murdoch's inebriation, cunningly encouraged him to imbibe even more, while Nana decided to partake in the merriment as well. Lin, on the other hand, found herself tipsy after just one glass and posed a candid question to Hina about her relationship with Licht. In the midst of revelry, both Licht and Murdoch eventually succumbed to the effects of alcohol. Surprisingly, Lin and Hina each offered their laps as makeshift pillows for Licht. Suddenly, the lake abyss reappeared with a vengeance, unleashing devastation upon the town. A peculiar, otherworldly noise emanated from the abyss. As Licht recognized the sound, he claimed it to be impossible, as all such demons had supposedly been vanquished during the Waste War. Licht and Murdoch bore witness to the abyss's revelation, an unexpected, modern helicopter armed with machine guns and missiles, an enigma that defied the boundaries of their understanding. As the helicopter launched its attack, Licht urgently instructed everyone to take cover. However, Murdoch resisted Licht's leadership, bewildered by the notion that a supposed criminal could hold the rank of colonel. The tension was palpable until Licht disclosed his true military rank, colonel, and boldly drew the helicopter's attention. A wave of elation swept over the onlookers as Licht engaged in a valiant assault against the helicopter. But the sinister abyss intervened, thwarting his efforts. Lin, in a moment of revelation, unveiled the military's designation for the abyss's arms, Alting. Alting made a gripping attempt to ensnare the helicopter, even as Licht persisted in his onslaught. Yet, each strike against Alting resulted in a shocking counterattack, rendering Licht helpless. Desperate, Hina implored Murdoch to join the fray, but he staunchly refused. Attacking Alting was a crime punishable by execution, and he would not permit anyone to violate the law. However, an intriguing turn of events occurred when Murdoch accidentally misplaced his glasses. Deprived of the ability to witness the breach of any laws, he impulsively launched an attack against Alting, an act that coincidentally left all the soldiers blind. In a peculiar twist, the blinded soldiers unintentionally created a makeshift ladder, enabling Licht to reach the helicopter. Yet, as he gazed into the cockpit, Licht was met with a shocking revelation. Before he could react, the helicopter was abruptly shot down by the manically deranged ace of pursuit, Sanahara Mizuka, bearing a formidable count of 32,000. She shot Murdoch and unleashed a murderous rampage, revealing her twisted obsession with following the last order Licht had issued during the Waste War: kill everybody. In the ensuing chaos, Sanahara divulged Licht's true name, Rihito, and demanded that he revert to his former bloodthirsty persona and end her life, or she would claim the life of an innocent child nearby. Fueled by desperation and fury, Licht unleashed a relentless assault on her men, their bodies vanishing in the wake of his fury. Finally, in the aftermath of the chaos, Licht answered the questions that had lingered in Hina and Murdoch's minds. He declared himself as the Plunderer, harboring a grand ambition to claim everything within the country for himself. In the midst of a high-stakes star stake, Licht found himself confronted by Sanahara, and she unleashed a barrage of gunfire, striking him multiple times in the chest. An intense, crimson power surged forth from Licht, causing his sword's count to skyrocket to 57,000. He moved with such incomprehensible speed that Sanahara struggled to even perceive his movements. Nana, however, unveiled a disturbing revelation. Licht had been possessed by an ominous alter ego known as Schmelman, who now exerted control. Schmelman overpowered Sanahara, reducing her count to 16,000. Nana began to suspect that Sanahara had also fallen under the sway of an evil personality. Drawing from her knowledge of Licht's past, Nana divulged a startling revelation. Sanahara, one of the aces, had been the most compassionate among them, never having taken a life. However, it appeared that someone had manipulated her, possibly through drugging, into fighting Licht, with the sinister intent of awakening Schmelman. Desperation gripped Hina as she clung to Licht, but Schmelman's malevolence nearly led to her demise. It was Sanahara who intervened, rescuing Hina from imminent danger. As Schmelman readied himself to eliminate Sanahara, she experienced a poignant flashback to their shared past in modern Japan, during their high school days. Schmelman's sinister intentions were abruptly thwarted by Murdoch, despite suffering from a bullet wound to the chest. Valiantly confronted him in a fierce duel. As the battle raged on, Schmelman began shedding tears and confessed that he killed enemies to spare his friends from the burden. In a moment of solemn resolve, Murdoch chose to honor Schmelman's plea, fighting with all his might and ultimately summoning an iron warrior that rendered Schmelman unconscious, allowing Licht to resurface. The ordeal left Murdoch incapacitated from his injury. Meanwhile, elsewhere, a general shared a darker, alternate version of The Tortoise and the Hare with a group of children. One of his soldiers, however, revealed a startling revelation. He bore the name General Schmelman Bach, hinting at a deeper, enigmatic connection to the unfolding events. With Licht's recovery, the star stake between him and Sanahara remained unfinished. As a result, Alting was unable to depart and resorted to tormenting the girls, with the notable exception of Hina. Meanwhile, Murdoch received a summons from Supreme Commander Alexandrov Gregorovic, his adoptive father who, despite his childish demeanor, had a deep affection for Murdoch. Inquisitive and determined, Murdoch pressed Gregorovic for information about Sanahara's soldiers dressed in black uniforms. Gregorovic disclosed that they constituted the Special Services Unit, or SSU, which served the royal family in clandestine roles, including espionage, abduction, and assassination. Regarding Licht's enigmatic past, Gregorovic unveiled a startling revelation. The aces had been surgically altered into human weapons for the Waste Wars, with Licht emerging as the most formidable member of the most elite squad. A peculiar side effect of the surgical procedures had arrested the aging process, explaining why Licht remained eternally youthful. Gregorovic's demeanor suddenly shifted as he revealed that he was aware of Murdoch's declining numerical count, which had dropped to 12,499, and pressed him for information about Licht's whereabouts. Murdoch, however, resorted to falsehoods, prompting a further decrease in his count to 12,498. Gregorovic astutely disclosed his knowledge of Murdoch's recent attack on Alting. Murdoch returned to his mission to apprehend Licht, who reluctantly surrendered. In the proximity, a concealed spy divulged their true intentions, to have Licht continue his plundering activities. Suspecting blackmail or coercion, Licht posed a series of probing questions to Murdoch, who continued to deceive him, leading to a further decline in his count to 12,496. The unfolding events took an unexpected turn as Nana, wielding an unexplained power, revealed her true identity as an ace. She transported Murdoch, Hina, Pele, and Lin to modern Japan, beseeching them to alter the past where she had failed. In this unfamiliar setting, they beheld the teenage versions of Sanahara and Licht, who was then known as Rahito, during their high school years, their past shrouded in mystery. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel to see the continuation.